Amber, and I'm back again with another craft fair idea for you. So I've been working really hard on these. They're actually pretty time consuming, but they're super easy. So before I get started, I just want to say thank you again for all your wonderful support and sweet comments. I just absolutely love reading them. And it's just getting to be crunch time now. Craft fair, my first craft fair is November 12th, so it's getting pretty close. I gotta do a lot more projects. I have them, you know, like lined up to do, but just it's been so busy and I have to find time to do them all. So the one I'm going to show you today, I haven't even completely finished all of them. In fact, I have several made that I'm going to show you here, but I still have probably 10 more to make. So I want to have plenty for my craft fair. Before we get started, I just want to show you kind of the materials that you're going to need if you want to make this project. I call these recipe keepers, and I had a similar, this is like inspired from a similar idea that I made last year and the year before, and actually 2 times the year before, because I made these for Halloween, Valentine's Day, and Christmas. But I made them photo album kind of brag books, and if you haven't seen those on my channel, I'll go ahead and link it below. I've been making these for years. The initial inspiration from these came from Shelly Bailey, and she is Shelly's Crafty Life here on YouTube, and she also has kind of like a lifestyle home channel, and it's called Shelly's Home Life. And if you have not checked her out, please do. She is amazing. I love watching her videos. So she made these cute little brag books for her both sets of grandparents, and I was initially inspired by her. I think I mentioned her in one of my first few videos. I linked her channel, but I kind of took the idea and made it my own, and kind of made like the materials that you're going to need are these little photo albums that you can get at like the Dollar Tree, Walmart for around $1. I went to the Dollar Tree because I didn't want to pay any more than $1 for these, and they've kind of got, you know, the generic covers, but they're the plastic photo albums, and they hold 48 4x6 photos. So this year I kind of had the idea to make recipe keepers with these, and this idea actually was inspired by CheapCraftyGirl, and she is here on YouTube. Her videos are awesome. She's one of my favorite channels. She didn't make one of these, but she mentioned it one time in her video that's where she keeps her recipe cards, is in one of these. And so I was like, maybe I won't do the brag books this year, maybe I'll do recipe keepers. So that's what I did. Last month I went to the Scrapbook Expo in Mesa, and I picked up some really cute recipe cards that they had at this booth, Photo Play. And Photo Play also has paper, so I picked up the paper collection as well, and I'll show you where I used the paper. So this is really what inspired me to do this for the craft fair, is when I saw these recipe cards and then they had the paper to go with it. So each of these packages were $1, so they were only $1, and there's 15 recipe cards in here, and they're really adorable prints, really trendy, and they're really cute, and you'll see in a second. And they were only $1, so I picked up all the ones they had, and I think they had like 16 of them. And then of course I got 2 of the paper collections because they were on sale, I think like 2 for $10 or something. Great deal. Awesome paper quality. They're double-sided. I will tell you right now that if you're looking for a project to use up a lot of your paper, this is it. I have cut up so many 12 by 12 sheets of paper, more than I've ever used on any other project, and I'm so excited to show you how these came together. So you're gonna need some paper, some scrapbook paper. You're gonna need recipe cards. The other recipe cards I use as fillers to go along with these are these ones from the Dollar Tree, because you get 30 in here, and most recipe cards are standard 4x6 size as it is. I used those, and then I used these, and these are both from the Dollar Tree. You get 30 recipe cards for $1. So that was, I loved that I had these on hand already, so that way I could insert them and use them as fillers with these, and I'm going to show you mine in a second. So like I said, recipe cards, scrapbook paper, some of these little albums, and, you know, some scissors and, you know, all the normal stuff. And then you're also going to need some ribbon, and it's optional, but I use the gingham ribbon. So I have these two out right now that I'm using, pink and green. So here is the recipe keeper that I made. Let me get the other one. So I made kind of 2 styles so far. I have several more to make, but here are the 2 styles that I made. And as you can see, I've been busy making a ton of them. So I've gotten 8 done already, and let me tell you, these 8 have used so much paper, it's not even funny, and they're kind of time consuming. So if you have like a weekend where you can just kind of slam out some photo or recipe albums, use that weekend to do it, because I will tell you, it's gonna take a little while. I only really have the weekends and the evenings to do it, but I have other things going on too, so I really have limited time. So let me kind of take you through, flip through one of the albums. So again, here's the front cover. It says Bon Appetit. I think that's so cute. I use the beautiful paper behind it that goes with this, and it's that photo play paper collection. I had to bust out like all those papers because I ran out of paper that fast. So what I did is on the first page, so they're all double-sided, so here's the other side, which is really cute. You can kind of customize this as you want. The person that buys it, they can, you know, write to and from on here and slip it back in there. So here's the first page, and it says, one cannot think well, love well, sleep well, if one has not dined well. So I thought that was an adorable little quote, and on the other side, you can pull these out. So on the other side is a recipe card. It just slips right in there. And then it goes to the next page. And what I did a recipe card on every single page on the top, and then scrapbook paper on the bottom. So it's very decorative. If they want to add stickers or notes or journaling or anything, they can decorate and, you know, alter these little scrapbook pages how they want after they buy it. Or they can just leave it in here and people can insert more recipe cards if they want. So there's a recipe card and then a scrapbook paper. And I tried to alternate the cute little pack that I got and then like a Dollar Tree one every other. So I'll quickly flip through this. So there's one of the Dollar Tree cards and then scrapbook paper, recipe card, scrapbook paper, and the ones that I got from the photo play pack, they're all double-sided. So it's like the recipes on the front and then the directions little area is on the back. So here's another Dollar Tree one and a scrapbook paper, and it goes like that throughout the album. So this one says Mom's Secret Recipe, and I thought that was so cute, and on the other side it's a recipe card. I think that these are so cute, and they came out so chunky, and isn't that adorable, that paper? And this one kind of coordinates. I think they turned out so beautiful, and it's a great way to use up all your paper. And I know a lot of us hoard paper. This is a great way to use it and kind of showcase it really beautifully in an album. You can even add pictures to this if you want. This is one of my favorite pages. It's got the beautiful floral kind of banner up here and then the paper to match it. So I'll flip a little bit faster. I just think they're such cute recipe cards, and the scrapbook paper is just beautiful. I had a ton of kind of cooking / baking scrapbook paper in my stash. This one here is from the Homespun collection. I had to use that because I had to, you know, supplement for running out of the paper out of this collection. And I love the little retro feel. Kind of looks like kitchen tablecloths or wallpaper. I love it. Here's this one. So there are altogether 25 recipe cards, and I think 23 scrapbook papers. I can't remember because I think I put more recipe cards in. It just works out that way. I don't exactly remember, but they're pretty much even. And then here's this, and then here's the back cover. And I used one sticker out of the sticker sheet from this collection on the back of all the albums, of all the recipe keepers. So there's this one, and then of course here's the other style. And it's pretty much the same through. I used some vintage scrapbook paper here. So you'll see in all my albums, I've used different paper because I ran out, but I love all the paper that I use. It's really, really coordinating and just really pretty. So there are the cute recipe keepers that I made. These could not be easier, you guys, and they're just, look at what beautiful, how much beautiful of a gift this would make. But all of them, which I think was so cool, for this little cover sheet that shows you, all of them on the other side of that cover sheet has this gorgeous, gorgeous wood grain design. This says Bon Appetit, and it has this beautiful floral wreath down here. So I utilize that for the cover of all my recipe books. So what you do, and I'll kind of walk you through what you do. I'm not going to do like a full tutorial because it's kind of pointless, because it's really self-explanatory, but I will walk you through kind of how I did it. So when you get these albums, you just take them out, and these little covers slide out so easily. So you just take the cover out. And you know, I'm gonna link below the 3 or 4, I don't know how many videos I've done, where I've decorated these and I show you kind of how I do it. I'm gonna link those below. So one's like a Valentine's one, one's a Halloween one, and one's a Christmas one. And I think I walk through the process more in detail on the Valentine one. So now it's like a naked album, and it has 48 slots for pictures, and then you've got the front and the back cover. So the slots are easy, they're 4x6. So you just slip a 4x6 recipe card in here or a piece of paper. The covers are a little bit bigger because obviously the covers are bigger. So what I did is I just measured the, you know, this generic cover that comes with it, and it turned out to be they measured 6 1/4 by almost 4 1/2, just a little bit shy of 4 1/2. So I just measured paper, and that's how I made my own cover. So I'm doing this way this time, oriented horizontally instead of vertically. But you can totally also, you know, do it this way. So I hope you give this a try. Like I said, here are the other ones I made, and look how chunky they get. I just love how chunky they get. And then the ribbon is so easy. You just find the middle of the album. Let's see. You find the middle of the album right there, and you just string the ribbon, bring it around, and tie it in a bow. So that just gives it a little nice touch. And so I've got all these done. I've got all my yellow checkered ones done. And then I've already cut, let me show you, I've already cut the paper for my covers. So I'm gonna do a series of green with white polka dot. And so I've got 2 kinds there. And of course the Bon Appetit's gonna go on top. And then I'm gonna do a series of the plaid and of this retro kind of wallpaper looking. And then, like I said, it's gonna have that Bon Appetit glued to the top. I've got all my back covers cut out and my covers cut out, and all I have to do is literally go in and insert all of the recipe cards, and I've got a ton of scrapbook paper already cut out too. This is all 4x6 scrapbook paper, and most of this now, because I've ran out of all the collections that I used 2 farmhouse collections, the 2 photo play collections, and then the homespun collection. And I'm also using the Mix, Measure, and Stir by the Paper Studio. And so, like I said, you put like I think 24 pieces of 4x6 scrapbook paper in each album, and I'm making several albums. So you're gonna need a lot of paper. And my advice to you is to cut it all down, get all your recipe cards ready, all your covers made, and then just do like an assembly line. Make all of them at once. pricing. Okay, I know you guys like when I talk about my pricing, and some people don't agree with my pricing, and that's okay. Okay, so I'm gonna be pricing these at $7. And the reason they're gonna be a little bit more than my brag books is because these take a lot of time, and I put a lot of quality things in here, and I'm gonna do $7, and I think that that's not a bad price at all. So I think $7 is fair. If they don't do well at $7 at my first craft fair, I will lower the price, and I might or might not say 2 for $12. $7 or 2 for $12. So I really want to finish the rest of them. As you can see, I've got all my recipe cards all ready to go. I've got the Dollar Tree ones intertwined in here. I've got all these, and then I've got all the albums to make the rest of them here. And they're, like I said, time consuming, but I really enjoyed making them because I love using paper and cutting paper and things like that. So I hope you all give it a try. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye-bye.